This recipe for chicken sweet and sour is so versatile and easy to make, and it's perfect for feeding a family. What I love about this recipe is I'm using chicken, but you also could use some beef, pork, or even turkey. You can make the sauce ahead and it'll happily keep in your fridge for a few days. So the first thing we need to do is start cooking off our chicken. So preheat your pan, some nice Irish rapeseed oil, and then we're going to put in 3 Simply Better corn-fed chicken breasts. So they're skinless, they're cut into nice big chunks, and just kind of put them over the pan. So when the chicken is on browning, I'm going to start my sweet and sour sauce. So I'm using some rapeseed oil. We're going to put 1 onion which is diced, and then we're going to put in some peppers. Now I'm using red, green and yellow in this. So give them a good stir. And into that I'm going to crush some garlic. So I'm using my garlic crusher for this, and there we go. You can see how easy that is to crush. So just scrape that and just give it a little stir. So I'm just going to get a couple of teaspoonfuls of tomato puree and just stir that through. And I'm also going to use the San Marzano tomatoes, which are really, really good. So a full can of the chopped tomatoes in there. And then to give it that lovely kind of sweet and sour effect, we're going to use some of the balsamic vinegar. So this is the Simply Better balsamic vinegar goes in there. And then our soya and ginger. So about 3 tablespoons of that goes in there. And then I'm going to put a full can of just water. You could use stock if you wanted to into this. Now to give it a nice bit of sweetness, we're going to add in some brown sugar. And this is some light brown sugar I'm using. So I love fresh pineapple. I've just peeled it, cut it into nice big chunks. So that's going to go in there. That'll give lovely tanginess. So just stir that through. And then my chicken that I've sealed off is going to finish off cooking here. So I get a bit of colour onto the chicken. And then I'm going to thicken it then with a little bit of corn flour. So what I've done with corn flour, mix it with some cold water, because if you add it in dry, you'll get a very lumpy sauce. That's really, really important tip. Last thing is some lovely fresh basil. So I'm going to roll this up. We're going to chop it, just curve your fingers. And I'm using my large chef's knife for this. And then this goes in at the very end. So it's really lovely and fresh and fragrant. And that's it ready. I love that. It's really important you taste it. And if you find it's too sweet, add more vinegar. And if it's too sour, you add more brown sugar. So what I like to do with the sweet and sour is just bring it to the table, let everyone help themselves, and serve it with some steamed rice. And trust me, everyone in the family will enjoy this simple recipe.